Good morning, folks. I can't even operate my phone here. It is Thursday, January 15th, minus 14 degrees Celsius is the temperature, minus 24 with the wind chill. Yeah, you heard that right. Minus 24 with the wind chill. We just got several centimeters of snow dumped on us overnight, and it is continuing to come down. So I decided to not go through with the video I had planned for this morning and instead do this live stream. Hopefully you guys can see and hear everything a-okay. That video I planned, we're just going to go ahead and premiere it tomorrow. Mr. Mountain Hiker says, after seeing the initial video, you confirm that this is not a good biking day. It's not a good day to be out, period. It's actually a snow day for the Toronto School Board District. But there I am, just around the corner from where I live in Midtown. I might not be able to have full control over my phone and stuff because I'm going to put gloves on. It has not been this cold for a live stream since New Year's. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. So last night I live streamed, or yesterday evening, from Yonge and Sheppard, and I made my way south all the way down to Yonge and Eglinton. There's someone trying to turn around. Now we're just going south from Yonge and Egg. Don't know where to. It's going to be fun watching the battery on my streaming phone go down. The DVP is closed in both directions. Thank you for tuning in. First Last Day, Madano, Whoosja, Math Doctors, Jeanette. Johnny the boss is back. I don't know if boss is the right word, but hey. I woke up at 7:30. I looked out the window and I was like, it's not so bad. I went back to bed. I woke up at 8 and I was like, okay, let's just do a live stream this morning. Hey, a super chat. I'm working from home today. You're one brave soul, Johnny. Here's for a coffee. You need to warm up. Thank you so much for the super chat. Cheers to you. There's a stuck bus. But thank you, Driger. And Mike Landry. Hi, Johnny. You have snow there. Rain here. Mr. Landry. Thank you so much, Mike Landry. It's just easier for me to turn the camera around this way. I apologize if I miss any super chats or important chats. Mods, just let me know in all caps. That's hilarious. That bus driver just waved to that bus driver. Oh, jeez. Heinzel says I should go shovel your home. This guy's coming around here. I want to stay out of his way. So I think that stuck bus might be trying to help out this stuck bus. There goes the bus driver. He's getting on the other 97. What did I have for dinner last night? I had a poke bowl. Hey, the door's open. Why did he leave the doors open? That's a good question. Maybe that's protocol? There's... Oh, there's a bus driver coming. That's probably why. Probably a dude came from Eglinton Station. Ooh. Yes, Leslie, we certainly did. This is Yonge and Eglinton. That guy's just running. He was kind of running back and forth. Hey, a super chat, Jeanette. Infinite warm positivity for you and the chat. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much. My right hand is so frozen, even though I've double gloved. I've decided to put it in my pocket to warm up a little bit. My left hand is only wearing a very light glove. I don't know why it feels much warmer, but it feels like I'm on the brink of frostbite in my right hand. That's warming up in my pocket. Yeah, I would say, as bad as the snow is, it is secondary to the cold. Minus 24 with the wind chill. Oh, this 97 bus is gonna encounter that other stalled 97 bus. I'm going to be taking the subway back home. Polar bears don't need GPS, they just follow vibes and seals. But it's supposed to snow for a few more hours at least. I think till about noon. It's just going to be bloody cold all day. Rest in peace, Mandarin. That one's only got a few days left. Or isn't it done? For a hot beverage transit mobile scooter. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for contributing to my post live stream hot chocolate or coffee. I had a bowl of muesli and a coffee while I was setting this up. more snow than last year? It's hard to say. Trip to Bangkok would be nice right about now, says Pine Soul. Oh. I would say right about tomorrow. I've caught the first big snow event of the season. Don't want to miss it, or of the year at least. But after this one, yeah, I'm not really going to have any FOMO. I'd much rather be in a warm climate. Do I have any grips, shoe grips? I'm just wearing my normal boots. But honestly, this is as bad as it gets in the winter here. And you can see you don't really need super big heavy duty boots or anything. I think people sometimes overreact with their winter gear. Like this coat I'm wearing is on the thin side, and I am perfectly warm in that department. It's my freaking hands that are freezing. I'm wearing my normal barefoot shoe style Zero boots with some merino wool socks. They're keeping me plenty warm. Just want to see one thing. Ooh. This is nice and warm. Just want to see one thing on my phone here. It keeps going off. Alright, let's get the glove back onto the other hand. Farm Boy, where the rats come out and play. Something like that. Oh, look at this doggo. Just loving it. I'll go this way. I'll let those people take the easy way. I'll take the hard way. It's all good. Watch from Adelaide, Australia, coming over on February 20th. I can't see how many viewers we got. I'm assuming, I'm gonna guess what, 600? the Oi Factor. Thanks, Johnny, for going out in a storm. $10. Thank you for sending me a super during a storm. Cheers to you. Oh, these sidewalks are nice and plowed. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thanks to all 700 plus of you for tuning in. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I go live like 3-4 times a week. Johnny, I send you my great respect. How long is your walk gonna go? I don't know. We're just going for a bit. Someone says don't slip. That's not really a concern. For these drivers, probably that's a bit of a concern, but the powder kind of gives you some nice traction. Bill Chow is the 147th like. Thank you, Bill Chow. Do I get more traction with barefoot than my normal boots? No. But the cool thing about barefoot shoes or boots are that you feel every little thing under your feet. So if I step on the tiniest of pebbles, I feel it. So you don't really get that disconnect. A lot of people slip because they kind of have a false confidence. They're just walking away like normal and they hit some ice they didn't feel and they fall on their ass. Whereas you are acutely aware of what's underneath your feet at all times when you wear barefoot footwear. So that, I think, would be the biggest difference. That doctor says time to make a cappuccino. Hello, Mr. Strides. Greetings, Michael. Hey, it's super. Pine Soul. Thank you very much, Pine Soul, for the super. Oh my battery is at 69%. Maybe when I get to Davisville Station, I'll plug in my battery bank. I'll pop inside for a second and we'll see if we can get some juice into this thing. I remember what happened to Ken on New Year's. This could be a very short-lived live stream at that rate of battery drop. And since it's not that windy, maybe I got an idea. I might do away with the wireless mic. Don't drive high. Cannabismadeclear.ca. Yeah, I'm gonna dip into the station just up ahead here. Hey, another super flying in from Atlanta today. So excited, fresh rolls. Well, hopefully Pearson or whatever airport you're flying into, probably Pearson, is ready for the onslaught of flights in this weather, but thank you for the super. Welcome to the Great White North in advance. You can get heated vests. Yeah, I don't think that would be of any value. I'm plenty warm. I'm plenty warm under my coat. Got 2 thermals on and a sweater and my coat. That is plenty. Double long johns and jeans. The merino wool socks and the boots. Oh, is that another super? The Oi Factor, please don't freeze too long. Here's for something, a coffee and a donut. Thank you, the Oi Factor. Cheers to you. So I'm hoping to maybe make a video after this. I'll let this car turn. I'm going to pop into the subway station just for a moment. To get my battery out and plugged in. The weather is crazy in North York. Whoa, why are you going, man? Hey, emergency vehicle coming, lights on. Let's turn through the intersection right in front of it. Holy cow. I'm sure that cop had a what the fuck moment. Especially in these conditions. Again, I'm just going to pop in for a second here. Just get this tripod. One sec. Oh, this is nice. Do a little warm up.
Shuttle buses will run. Check ttc.ca for more information.
Microphone. There we go. Just a little hiatus. All right, we have battery charge. One second, we'll be back out in a moment. the gloves back on. All right, normally I don't stream long enough to need to plug in, but with these conditions and the weather being so cold, Boardwalk Brad says almost 1,000 viewers in the morning. Yeah, that is rare for a live stream at this hour, but I'm guessing there's a lot of people in today. A lot of people working from home or just not bothering to go into work. HR gave the go-ahead to work from home today. Well, if you're working from home and tuning in, thank you for dividing your attention between more important things than this. I would describe this as like a very light snowfall, almost to the point of just being snow flurries. Most of it came overnight. But the good news is my phone has charged up a little bit. I've added a few percent of battery, so at least that is good. These aren't supposed to be able to work below 0 degrees Celsius. Now I know that's not true, but if you get too cold, they will stop charging. We saw that happen to Ken's phone on New Year's Eve, and my phone was barely taking a charge on New Year's. The subway's running. Did line 6 not make it? That is crazy. My video this morning was going to be an update on line 6. I rode line 6 a few days ago because I had to take it on my way to make a video. So I thought, let's just do an update and see how this thing is doing. I didn't record the full ride, but bits and pieces of it. Northbound train slowly lurches towards the station. The problem with line 6 is actually Metrolinx. They used a kind of switch that they should have learned from the Ottawa LRT disaster that would freeze in these conditions. They used the same part, and sure enough, it froze and it brought line 6 to its knees. Good day to have all-wheel drive and snow tires. It's an even better day not to drive. I wonder what it's like on Dufferin. There was one year we were hit by a big snowstorm. I think it was in February too. And there were a dozen buses just stuck. On Dufferin, south of Eglinton, but north of Bloor. Easy there, math doctors. You may have read my mind for what to record after this. After you do your driveway, you're jumping on your ATV or your neighbor's driveway. I don't know, Dwayne, but that seems to be a reasonable guesstimate. Whoops. Come on. Fighting the battery bank cable here. Yeah, the worst of the snowfall is behind us. Hey, Leo Chung is here. Good morning. How's the walk going? It's going. I got my boots on. I got my camera on me. So maybe I can make a video after this. Got a small umbrella in my backpack, or my backpack, my back pocket. Just in case things really picked up when I need to record. Porsche. Toyota. A little Yaris. Joseph says 1,000 viewers. The snow is a hit. I think it just forced a lot of people to stay in this morning. But thank you to all of you who have tuned in. There's one Delisle. New building going up straight ahead. snowman. No thanks. Well, they have not done the sidewalks here. I have a feeling that Beamer's not going anywhere anytime soon. Cortege says to wake him up when spring is here. Why are polar bears always so good at parties? They always break the ice, channeling your inner Harold Reynolds. So Yonge and St. Clair is just a few blocks south of here. In Germany, it's 12 degrees Celsius. Motivating you to walk to the gym today. Do it. Toronto says here, I was hoping to snipe you, but instead I shall wish you luck. It's not the worst idea in the world to stay in where it's nice and warm. I dig this new condo. Hey, a super workday flying by watching Johnny. Thank you, Warrior. Thank you, the Oi Factor. Cheers to you. What is that? Your third super? If I had kids, I'd say you're helping put them through college. Thank you. But I don't, so you're really helping me eat more Chipotle. Alright, decisions. Stay on Yonge Street or go on St. Clair. Maybe for simplicity's sake, I'll stay on Yonge. That way I'm on a subway line. I don't think the 97 is going to be all that reliable. RMDVTO. If it's blocking you due to subscriber mode, maybe check that, well, your chat made it through, but check that you're logged in with the right account. If not, that would be a bug. I've had that happen a few times on streams where I'm subscribed and I get that message. Cab just tried to out to traffic. Uh-oh. There's a tanker that is stuck. We'll have to see if a bus can get around behind it. Stay on Yonge, it's clear to walk. It's probably just more interesting as well. Shout out to Will in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Johnny's biggest fan, Will Syverson. The bus is just going around. 12-inch subway / streetcar light is most likely screwed up. Oh, there is nothing subway about it. That is 100% a tram, aka streetcar line. Some kids went to school and had to walk home again. Parents didn't know the school's closed. Parents in Canada, of all places, should know to check that before sending their kids. And if it's that bad, just keep them home. Even if they don't close the schools. You're only going to have like half attendance anyways. No one's getting mad at you for not sending your kids in this. Timmy's hot chocolate will keep you warm. Marge. Thank you so much, Marge. Cheers to you. I'll be popping in somewhere after this. Here comes another 97 bus. And no one's done this sidewalk yet. Action Health Spa. Ain't nobody playing pickleball today. All express buses are canceled. That would make sense. There would be lower demand for buses on a day like this. Why put more vehicles on the road than necessary? More Chipotle for Johnny, Bioi factor. Well, thank you very much, good sir, that, or I don't know who you are, but thank you so much, Bioi factor. Sorry for assuming. Ooh, this is Rose Hill Avenue. That is what? Super chat number 4 from you? It looks like we got nice clear sidewalks up ahead. Cortez says he won't be going outside today. That's probably for the best. Beware falling ice. I'm pretty sure that does not relieve them of any liability. You died from a shard of ice. Didn't you see the sign? Signal issues at Warden Station. Yeah, there's going to be slowdowns and issues. Really, this is not a day to go out if you don't have to. My plan is to rely only on the subway. If something happens where I get stuck, that's just kind of a risk I assumed. There's a 97 bus, not a soul other than the driver on that bus. And I think I'm probably just going to keep going down towards Yonge and Bloor. The Dufferin bus to the big detour over to Christie Street. Maybe that makes sense because they all get stuck on a stretch of Dufferin there north of Bloor but south of Eglinton. Especially those big articulated buses. Can't imagine too many people are taking those bikes out today. Lisa Webb, welcome to the chat and live stream. If you're new here, I do these 3-4 times a week on this channel every Sunday night over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Lauer, Chris, thanks for taking us out today. It's slightly warmer here in Pittsburgh. Cheers to you. Sorry about the Steelers' loss, but thank you so much for the Super. You got the best damn stadium in all of baseball over in Pittsburgh. And it's not too far from here. And the Mike Tomlin era is over. That's what, almost 20 years he had there? Thank you, Johnny, for bringing us this. You're welcome. Although really, it's kind of sort of my job. My boss would have been mad at me if I didn't. Action Kid is in Japan now. Yes, I've been talking to him about that for quite some time. I knew he was going there, but I don't want to spill the beans on someone else's plans. He knows where I'm going as well. Little inside baseball with AK. Sarah Tan Artist says, good morning, Johnny and everyone. We got a wallop of snow. We sure did. Best baseball stadium, worst team. I don't know about worst. I mean, the Rockies and Rays are a thing. The Rays are typically good, but their stadium situation, yikes. Johnny, care for some company? If you want to say hi for like 5 seconds, that's okay, but it's not a stream to be tagging along. I'm focused on not tripping over myself and reading the chats and not getting hit by a vehicle. Windy in Edmonton, Alberta right now. Aren't they having like a Chinook in Calgary? This nice period where the whole area is freezing cold and they've got it nice and warm. Highways are a mess. Some cars are going in reverse because the on-ramps are clogged. Not advisable. If you put your ass in that situation, you should wait it out. There's no cop there guiding people off the off-ramps. You shouldn't be reversing on them. What's the temperature here? About minus 14, minus 24 with the wind chill. It hasn't been this cold since New Year's. At least for a live stream. And normally you could see like the north end of the skyline all around Yorkville straight ahead. But that is too hard from here. Denny says brave man. I don't know about that. This is Shaftesbury, so there is a subway station just to the left here, Summer Hill. Silk and snow. Bedding store. Line 6, Finch West. No service between Finch West and Humber College stations due to weather conditions. Shuttle buses are running. Good job, geniuses at Metrolinx. Who would have thought we'd have this kind of weather in Canada, of all places? Metrolinx is the provincial transit agency that built Line 6 and is responsible for the maintenance of it. They're also the idiots behind Line 5. It's probably the switches freezing again, right?
What, University of Toronto?
Yep.
You must have websites and cities or website.
Yep.
1,241 people watching. Thank you, guys. We had a good turnout for last night's live stream. It was over 600. I walked from Shepherd Young south down to Yonge and Eglinton. This one started just north of Yonge and Eglinton. Watching my feed from central Thailand. Stop making me jealous. If you go through my old videos, you'll notice I am often in that part of the world when it's freezing cold here. Best food, amazing weather, beaches, islands, big city in Bangkok. It's got everything, and yet this is where I choose to be at the moment. I need heated gloves. I have a pair of heated gloves. They're kind of big and bulky though. They make it a little difficult to operate the gimbal and that sort of thing. I always wonder how I can follow the live chat while walking in the cold or storm and not fall down. I think you just kind of learn to be acutely aware of your surroundings. Is it always like this on Yonge Street, not too busy? No. It is not always like this. I was trying to avoid this stretch of Yonge Street for all of January. I seem to stream this stretch every other month or so. So just to give it a break. But in weather like this, what's old is new again. Any good Thai restaurants that serve pad krapao? Yeah, you can get pad krapao at a number of Thai restaurants here. A lot of times it'll just be called beef with basil and rice. You don't always call it pad krapao on the menu. Pretty sure you can get that at Pai, actually. What shoes am I wearing? I'm wearing my Zero barefoot boots. They're decently warm. Merino wool socks as well. Pine Sol says Pai is probably the best. It's up there. Samtam Jinda doesn't have a pad krapao, but they've got something similar. That's an excellent Thai restaurant. Hello from Aruba. It's only 29C there. What's next? You're going to be in the Kokomo? Hey, we can start to see those towers around Yonge and Bloor now. Love for me to do food. I don't know if I'm all that qualified to do food content. What's for lunch? I don't know. I'm gonna try to record a video after this and maybe pick something up on my way home. Hey, Miss Yogi Bear's here. Greetings, Yogi. Hope all is well. The fondue at Karen's is incredible, says RMX of Nothing. Where does that guy have to be so bad that he needs to take that thing out? He's making a U-turn. Yeah, there are bike lanes here, but you wouldn't know it. Kurt says, good morning. Wow. Looking at all the snow, but you don't miss it. It's in the 50s in Orlando. Hello.
Hey, it's Johnny Stride?
That's me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hi. Do you want to be on stream?
Sorry?
Do you want to be on the stream?
She can flash, sure.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Enjoying the snow?
Yeah, let's walk in my work desk. So.
Oh, Pilates, personal training? Oh, cool. Someone saying hi from a place to go get yourself fit. Yeah, I'm all for clearing the bike lanes, but really, I don't think you can expect them to be clear the morning after a big snowstorm. Okay, look at you, you're famous and stuff. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, friendly viewer. She doesn't want to come outside. Do you blame her? Look at that. The cops have shovels. They're trying to dig this plumbing vehicle out. Kudos to them for making themselves very useful and helping out. There is a delay southbound at York Mill Station due to mechanical problems. Neither have I power. Oh, I just almost dropped something. Lee sent me a milestone message. Thank you, Lee. Let's see if I can see that. 10 months. Just want to say a big thank you for your continued support and for accepting me for myself. I wish everyone the best that 2026 has for us. Thank you, Lee. Those milestones, sorry, I can't use my selfie button. Those milestones don't quite stand out the same way supers do, but thank you, Lee, so much for 10 months of being a member. I'm sure you're getting a good leg workout today. Oh, I'm still feeling it from yesterday. The DOMs kicked in. My glutes were on fire this morning. They're all just kind of numb right now. Rosedale Valley Road would be scary today. That's just down that way on the other side of Almer. I don't know if that guy was angry or not. He was like, capture me like that, haha. Good Vibes Tio says this is the best channel. Thank you, I'll take that compliment, although I may not agree with it. All right, John Duke, shout out to you. What is the best time to visit Canada? I don't know. Thanks for this, Johnny. It makes a change from the torrential rain we're having in the south of England. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Fire truck pulling out of Yorkville. What am I making a video about the Eaton Center? I just did one. Did a Christmas shopping video there. Lisa, sorry to hear the REM is having difficulties in the cold weather. Or rather, Montreal is having difficulties with the REM. Still, that's the best new transit project in decades in this country. There's an army of people snowing out there, or snowing, shoveling. Thank you, Lee. Hey, Johnny and everyone. Wow, what a trooper. Here comes snow. Have I gone to Old Markham? I believe I have. I went there earlier in the year. Unionville, I believe, is what you're referring to. What about Yorkdale Mall? What about using YouTube search? And you will see 1,000 videos from Yorkdale Mall, including one I just did. Let's look into Yorkville Village. You're getting hammered in the bluffs. It's been just this light snow all morning here. The heavy stuff came overnight, but this is still adding to it, and it's definitely still accumulating. Almost downtown. Things are definitely a bit better this way. Yeah, Philly, the smaller residential streets are definitely at the bottom of the totem pole. This is Young and Bloor coming up. Did they finally close Cumberland Terrace? All but just a couple of stores are closed. It's definitely a ghost town vibe there. Alright, so we've made it downtown. This is Young and Bloor. Let's look south down Young. I've decided to turn on to Bloor here. I made it to my destination. Maybe we'll keep going a little bit. Let me just get under. And hey, we got 1,400 viewers. Holy cow. Thank you so much, guys. I'm hanging in. I remember to put lip balm on. Now walking across the Bloor Viaduct. LOL, says Philly Disco. Oh shit. Oh, I just dropped my glove. And she got a little soggy, but that's on the outside. Lisa asking, still walking? Kind of just wallowing around. Paramedics. Don't seem to be in a huge rush. Going east on Bloor Street East. Any idea what's going on where the old, or into the old Hudson's Bay on Bloor? No. Hey, Clayton Fisher's here. Greetings, Clint. outside, your phone battery went from 80% to good luck. I've been on 80% for quite a while. Why am I walking on Bloor Street? The next subway station is at Suburban. I am walking on Bloor Street because I want to, and I am very aware that the next station is Suburban. You're telling me that as if I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing. What's next? Are you going to ask me if I've done a video of the Eaton Center or Yorkdale Mall? Hey, Rome with Sign is here. Greetings, Rome with Sign. Drew Costin. Very rare early morning live stream. Here's a look south and down at Church Streets. Just going to bed after the stream is done. There's the beautiful Manulife Financial Building. We've seen a few people on Bikes Philly Disco, e-bikes. Well, it's still bikes. Mr. Mountain Hiker was here earlier. He might still be here. Hello. They flashed a peace sign. They got a giggle out of that. I think Mr. Mountain Hiker said this is a day not to be on your bike. Carolyn says the cold air must be exhilarating. I don't know if that's the word I would choose, but it's certainly something. Alicia Lewis gifted a membership. Welcome to our new channel member, and thank you so much, Alicia Lewis, for gifting the membership, and thank you to Madano for the heads up. Potato, Madano. This is Ted Rogers Way. Free air conditioning. Oh, Leo Chung got the channel member. Awesome. That becomes Jarvis Street down there. Okay, Rogers, I send you guys a lot of money every month. I'm gonna use your building for cover for a second. And I'm going to unplug my battery. Disco, Philly Disco. Thank you for gifting a membership to Philly Disco. And welcome aboard to our new member. All right, we are off life support. No more battery bank. Let me shove this into my pocket here. They should have a lounge inside for customers serving coffee and tea. It's crazy how, depending on where you are in Canada, you can have a totally different deal with Rogers. So based on when you signed up, I know someone who's got a $35 a month 100 gigabyte plan that works in Canada and the US. It's like, when was that plan ever available to us here? My plan is like 300 gigabytes and it's $90 a month, but it works in Canada, the US, and Mexico. And I get some perks like 5 roam from home days free a year from anywhere in the world, and half price roam from home. So if I'm in Asia and I don't have an eSIM, instead of paying $17 a day, I pay like $8 and change. My Bell account is like 200 gigs and that one's like $40 a month. So I've got a good deal with Bell. And I combine my Bell and Rogers into one super signal. That's why I need both. To keep the streams at a nice high quality. Sean says that was a Boxing Week deal at all the major carriers. If you are a Rogers customer, or Fido or Shaw, and you get the Rogers World Elite MasterCard, you get 3% cash back you can apply to your bill, which is a nice perk. That's like my secondary card. It's a free card. It's got decent travel protection. What the hell am I doing advertising a Rogers credit card? But anyways, it's got decent travel protection. It covers rental cars, if I'm not mistaken, as well. The catch is, if you're overpaying for your service, well, then you're kind of not making the most of the cash back. Johnny, the next Prince of Travel. This is Suburban Station coming up. And since I unplugged my battery, what the hell that guy said, but since I unplugged my battery, it started dropping. My hands, they're all good. Usually when you go south of Bloor on Yonge Street, there's less snow accumulation. Yeah, we just walked past Suburban Station. I guess we're going to Castle Frank. Or if my battery holds up, the Viaduct. There's a fire truck. It's probably got to do a 3-point turn to get into the bay. We'll let them do their thing and 3-point turn. Portions of the DVP might be closed. Interesting view from the viaduct. Let's hope we get there before my battery gets completely roasted. We haven't seen as many disabled vehicles as I thought. There was one bus, there was that tanker, and that plumbing van. Those two cops were trying to shovel out of trouble. There's an entrance to Suburban Station. Karen says it's minus 25 with the wind chill. Well, apparently I missed some bad news. Hopefully all is well, Russell. Church of St. Peter and Simon the Apostle. Hey, a super chat. The most interesting thing I saw from the viaduct was seeing the Don Valley filled with water end to end after 2004 giant rainstorm. Thank you, Philly Disco. I'm sad I missed out on that. Thank you for the super. That guy is giving his calves a workout. Am I gonna get a walk sign here? I'll take it. Give me a walk sign. No walk sign, boo. I didn't know if that car was turning left or right, so I didn't want to run across the street and chance it. That's true, Gertesh, and we should get word on Kyle Tucker hopefully this week. I popped into that food mart in a video about a month ago. Went to food mart. About the Mets. I think the Mets gave him a short-term offer, and the Jays are rumored to be offering 10 years. 10 years with no opt-outs is a big price to pay, but really there's no decent hitters coming on the market for a few years. So not getting Bichette or Tucker would be, or Bellinger, I guess. He's nowhere near the level of those two. It'd be a massive failure. Now that car just turned with no F's given. How cold is it there? About minus 24 with the wind chill. Time 10:45 a.m. Chris Mill's not crazy about the opt-outs. On a 10-year contract, there better be opt-outs. Island Girl, super chat, $10. Thank you, Island Girl. Cheers to you for that. Much appreciated. That cop's got its visibility lights on. Mike's procrastinating from shoveling. That's good to know, Deb. Oh my, did I ever pick the wrong side of the street? Look at this. When one step takes triple the effort. Yeah, I've got boots on. It's not a worry. With a 5-minute walk, that's it. Hey, I've been going for an hour and 40 now. A little bit more than that if you include the time from my apartment to starting this. I guess you have to minus the 5 minutes or so that I stopped. I'm getting a good workout, I guess. Okay, Lizzo's here. Good to see you, Lizzo. Fortunately, this part of the sidewalk is much better. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the Don Valley Parkway. Someone mentioned it's closed, so we'll get a neat view of it. Mary with the super. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you for your support during this cold live stream. Testing my Canadian DNA on this one. I think I got the short end of the stick on the cold tolerance spectrum because I'm not a fan of being frozen cold. Hey, here's someone on a bike. This is the first non-e-bike I think we've seen. And there's a cop up ahead. Hopefully the sidewalk's not closed on this side. I doubt that's the case. But we've arrived at Castle Frank Station. Whoa, that car just fishtailed pretty hard. I don't think we caught it. You need a layer of fat for the cold weather. She is having fun. That was a City of Toronto vehicle. Ooh, my. This Mercedes here is not doing well. Wheels being spun. It's not going anywhere. Is this red truck gonna go around it? The two drivers waved and acknowledged each other. I want to see if this van is able to make it. Oh, the guy in the white van is waving the moving truck through. They've got a green light. Someone should go. They're probably at the same company. All right, the guy in the van made it. Pickup truck having zero issue. He's got the right tires on. You little Chevy. Yeah, she's not gonna have any problems. Oh, the police have closed the on-ramp here. I'm guessing that big white van was also a moving vehicle. Tough day to get your move on. No access to the DVP here. That cop's got a sweet gig today. Just sit in your warm ass vehicle and block the entrance. Ontario should follow suit and mandate winter tires. I don't think that would be unreasonable. insurers give discounts for them, but really they should be giving surcharges to people who don't have them. I guess that's another way of doing it. What if the officer needs to go potty? There's plenty of trees nearby. So this is the Bloor Viaduct. $10,000 for a set of winter tires? Or how about, not driving in this? Hey, it's a bike lane plow. So that's Bayview Avenue down below. Hey, I see a car going up the Don Valley Parkway. That may have been a city or police vehicle. Hey, Not Just Bikes is here. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what we call Line 6, but really it's just another streetcar tram line. Apparently it's down today. Who would have thought using switches that didn't work for the Ottawa LRT would not gonna encounter mounds of snow and other hard to negotiate stuff in between. You have a video coming out on the Finch West LRT on Sunday. I know you're a big proponent of trams done right, and that is absolutely a tram done wrong. I'm really looking forward to your video. Sorry, I've got the audio coming through the front. I don't know how well you can hear it when I turn the camera around that way, but if you're not familiar, check out Not Just Bikes, especially if you're a fan of Toronto, because there's a video coming up on Sunday apparently featuring quote-unquote Line 6. If Finch West is Line 6, why isn't the 510 Spadina a line, and the Queens Quay streetcar line, and the St. Clair streetcar line? They all have dedicated right-of-ways, slow-moving trams with too many stops. There's not much to distinguish Finch West from the other streetcar right-of-way lines. But this is the Bloor Viaduct. So this is Bloor Street until I get to the other side of the viaduct, and then it becomes Danforth. And yeah, look at that, there are cars going by. Line 6 is terrible. I don't need to explain why. There's 1,000 videos on YouTube about it already. I'm sure there's a very good one dropping on Sunday. I was there opening day. And for the cost, they could have just built a dedicated busway that went the entire length of Finch. It would have been much cheaper since they, pardon my French, fucked it up so bad. No southbound traffic, but there is northbound traffic. Hopefully Line 5 opens in a month from now. I'm guessing April for Line 5. Dougie is saying February, but it's hard to trust anything that comes out of that guy's pie hole. If you get a chance to drive on the DVP in light traffic, which isn't all that often, it is one of the best urban drives you can make. It kind of swoops and bends through or winds through a nice valley, especially if you're going southbound, because you get the skyline approaching. Then when you hit the Gardner and you go west, you've got a goosebump inducing view of the skyline. But unfortunately, that is seldom the case. They don't call it the Don Valley parking lot for nothing. Is today the day we signed Kyle Tucker? That would be excellent if it were. Oh, there's a police vehicle going north with its lights on. Lisa loves the skyline coming into view upon returning to the city. I used to like the skyline view driving east into the city from the west the best, but so many condos have blocked the financial district towers. I now think the superior view is coming in from this side. Hey, another super chat. Please tell us what kind of boots and gloves you have on today. And this is what we had in Sault Ste. Marie last week. Divine Oracle Podcast. Sorry, my chat assigned your super chat to another viewer. There we go. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm assuming that's the Canadian side of Sault Ste. Marie. There's also an American side, which I think is much smaller and not as well known, but it's literally right across the river. Thank you for the super. Loved your New York or New Year's Eve live stream. We all celebrated while watching your stream. Thank you. Fortunately, we had no connection issues during the fireworks. Unfortunately, the fireworks were a tad underwhelming to the person asking what kind of boots I'm wearing. That's really all you need for this winter, this kind of boots, these kinds. These are barefoot style. Gloves, something thin. Although I'm double gloved on the right hand. Am I going to Riverdale? I'm thinking I might record that after this. The iPhone 15 Pro is almost out of juice. And I had a Finch West video scheduled to go up this morning. I had it queued up to be premiered. But, you know what, let's take a little detour. Let's go this way. We'll do a little bit of residential streets just for a few blocks. And I'll loop around to Broadview Station. But I had a Finch Line 6 video planned for today, an update a month after it opened. But I decided to postpone that. And that might now find itself being Saturday's video. Johnny, apparently the mayor, Olivia Chow, was not in Toronto during New Year's Eve because she was heading to Toronto and someone told me they saw her in their plane going to Toronto. Cool. I don't know if the mayor has an obligation to be here or not on New Year's. People have lives to live and places to go. This gives you an idea as to what it's like off of the main roads. Someone saying it just got quiet. That little bungalow over there with a flat roof. Yeah, I think that's a commercial building. That's definitely a commercial building. I could have taken that laneway, but I want to go up to the next street. There's an awesome place right around the corner from here called the Chester Hill Lookout. You get a neat view of the skyline. I won't be going up quite that far. Johnny, go to Markham Street. Go down Pottery Road. No, we're going to go along Pretoria Avenue over to Broadview Avenue. Joe Wizard is a school bus driver enjoying watching from home. Neat. Lisa says dance, YouTuber dance. Speaking of dancing, there will be no more dancing at Fillmore's at the end of the month. And that condo project is becoming a rental. Paul with the super chat. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for the support. Cheers to you. DVP is closed both ways from Eglinton to the Gardiner. They just said in the CP24. Well, we saw a lot of traffic going northbound between the Gardiner and Eglinton. Oh, sorry. No worries. Thank you. I guess I should have said something instead of standing right next to him. Broadview Espresso, there it is. I kind of don't want to stop though. Just want to keep going. Goji Ryu says, so Canadian, sorry. Isn't that Justin Bieber? It's too late to say sorry. Hey, we've got the crossing light. Just go. Whoa. People really have no clue how to drive, do they? Blocking the crossing. Not stopping before it. Hey, a super enjoying the view. Thanks for the video. Happy Thursday, Deb. Thank you, Deb, for the super. Cheers to you. I've got a little bit more battery life left. We're at 20. Although when it gets to 15, when it's cold, my phone tends to shut off. So I'll start winding the stream down when it gets to that point. Yep, this is the Plater Estates neighborhood, and just east of here is Greektown along Danforth. Chester is the dividing street. Holy cow, Mary, happy snow day, Johnny and everyone. $27.99. Mary, thank you so much. Happy snow day to you as well. Yeah, let's go down this way. There's a beautiful house that way. Thank you, Mary, and everyone for tuning in to this. Decided to postpone my video and go live. I also didn't have a video yesterday. I just went live instead. No, negative on the Chester Hill lookout. We might not be able to see a whole lot from there anyways. Might just be looking out over nothing. Oh, there's a lot of EV stations at that parking lot. That's Broadview Station just beyond it. Broadview Riverdale Park, the kids are going to love it. I might just be heading that way. We've made it back to Danforth. Hey, another super Medano, $20. Cheers for the snow walk. Thank you, Medano. Thank you for the fine work manning the wrench. Cheers to you, Medano. Thank you guys for the support. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. I normally go live on Fridays, but maybe I'll give myself tomorrow off. Going west, yeah, I'm just making my way back towards Broadview. Is this my exercise time or just part of my day? Well, I guess it counts as exercise, but I normally do my workouts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm down to just 3 days a week. Monday, upper body. Wednesday, legs. Friday, upper again. At my age, you need as much rest and recovery time as possible. But I walk a hell of a lot in between. How's the phone battery? It is at 20. It's been at 20 for a while. It's probably just gonna drop right down to 0 any moment. But I think what I'm gonna do is head south down to Riverdale, where I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sledding and tobogganing going on. Your rest and recovery is 7 days a week. But I'm going to pop into Broadview Station just for a little bit, just to put my gear away. This is a good snowfall, not too much, not too less either, says Dag. Wayne says this is my best live stream of the year so far. What about that one where I went through a ravine that was coated in ice and had 0 footing, and then I walked on the frozen rocks by Lake Ontario? Go home, get a rich lunch. Yeah, I want to make a video or two. But on that note, I think we're going to wrap this one up. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, mods, channel members, Patreon supporters, and everyone else. Thanks to everyone who sent support. You guys are awesome. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button down below as well. I don't know why I'm speaking so slow like a robot. Oh. Norbert Joseph, $4.49. I believe those are rupees, right? Thank you so much. Cheers to you. Thank you. Oh, Not Just Bikes used to live down the park from Riverdale East. No wonder why you're fond of the old streetcar suburbs here. There's going to be a lot of tobogganing going on at Riverdale Park West and Riverdale Park East. And with the snow, I think I'm going to walk down and see if I can catch some of that going on. And then I'll probably pass through Cabbagetown when I get to the other side. And then I'm going to be in a shitty place for transit. Either take the Carlton streetcar, which might be few and far between, or the Parliament bus up to Castle Frank, which looks like I'll probably just walk my ass all the way over to the Young Line. It is what it is. But thank you so much, guys. I should have a video on the channel tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. EST. Yoink. Okay, I'm bringing this back from the dead. We just got a super chat. Maverick, I hope you get home safe. Johnny, yay, Cabbagetown. Thank you, Maverick. Thank you for the super at the buzzer. All right, I mean it this time. We are going away for good. If you send a super, thank you in advance. Yoink.